Welcome back, everybody. This is Brother Jacob, and this is the False Prophet channel where we get Islam busted and the false prophet of Islam, Muhammad, busted on a regular basis. Before you do anything, do me a favor, hit the likes button and hit the subscribe button. The more you like the videos, the more the channel can grow because YouTube will see that my videos are drawing a lot of interest. So therefore, hit the likes button every time you watch these videos. Now, in today's segment, we will be premiering yours truly, Brother Jacob. I called into Brother Rob Christian's platform, and once again, I got Islam busted. And the subject was child marriage in Islam. But Brother Jacob, I revealed that in Jannah, what Muslims call paradise or the Muslim version of heaven, there will be men in Jannah who become pregnant. I know it's crazy. I know it's some transgender, crazy sounding weird stuff, but that's exactly what it says in the Hadith. And in this video, we will be breaking down the contradictions of the Muslim paradise versus a lot of other things that Muhammad said in his Hadiths. So without further ado, let's hit play at the exact moment when I called into Brother Rob Christian's show. So here we go. Don't forget to hit the likes button and the subscribe button. And also, don't forget to share these videos.
Because I like you. All right, let me take this call. Hello, Brother Jacob. Welcome. You're live on air.
Hey, how you doing, Brother Rob? Very interesting show. And by the way, the last picture that you showed with the elderly Muslim man with the young girl, that's actually the profile pic for my channel. So
yeah, I know. I remember. Yeah.
So this subject is right on time, and I want to add some input. I'm not going to be long because I just heard you say that you know tired and everything. But if you could real quick pull up hadith that speaks about Muslims having babies in paradise, and I can prove that they will.
Can you read a part of it so I can put it on the screen?
It's the one about. I guess if you put desiring to be pregnant, desire.
Let's see. Is that about your wives that are tilth? That one?
No. Okay, here you go, Brother Rob. It's
Maybe you can. Can you send me the link or something? Could you send it?
If you write he shall be carried in pregnancy, if you type he shall be carried in pregnancy.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, okay. I found it. All right.
Hey, you doing a good job, man. These last few shows, man, they been fire, man. I'll be tuning in, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, my friend. We are only doing this. We are here to serve the truth, nothing but the truth, my friend, and expose false man-made cults, sex cult like Islam. That's what we do, my friend. We are here to serve. Go ahead.
Okay. Do you have it on the screen?
Yes. The believer, that's a man, a believer, a believing man. Go ahead.
All right.
Muhammad said, a believing man.
Yeah, Abu Sa'id al-Khudri narrated that the messenger of Satan said, the believer, when he desires a child in paradise, he shall be carried in pregnancy, born and complete his aging in an hour as he desires. Now,
wait, explain to the audience what it means, Brother Jacob. Go ahead.
Okay, basically, what this hadith means is that men will be getting pregnant in paradise.
Did you hear it, guys? Males, not women. Males, the males are the ones who can get pregnant in Jannah. So imagine you are walking in Jannah and you have a big belly and you're going to drop a child as a man because you are pregnant. Your wife made you pregnant. Wait, Brother Jacob, now I understand why Muhammad said women have nutfa. They have semen also. So they can make the men pregnant in paradise. That's why women in Islam have semen. Okay, go ahead.
Or not to be too graphic,
Yeah.
this can be the answer to those little boy servants. They could be, homosexuality taking place. Because how else do a person get pregnant? But anyway, okay, as you see, everybody, I want to keep it on subject.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, just a second, Brother Jacob. When Muslims are going to say this is about a woman, no, you can't play those taqiyya games. This is about a man, the believer. Do you see it? It's about a man. Why? Because it's saying al-mu'min, the male believer. Because else it should have said al-mu'mina. No, it says al-mu'min, the male believer. So it's talking about a man, a Muslim man, when he wants to have a child in paradise, he is the one who's going to walk around with a big belly because he's a pregnant man, not a woman. Go ahead.
Right. Now, here's the problem, everybody. Now, what do Muslims say you receive when you go to paradise?
Now, I just want to say something real quick. If a Muslim man becomes pregnant in paradise, I don't want to be too graphic, but I want y'all to think about this. From what orifice or portal will he deliver the child from? Because men do not have vaginas. So this is also unscientific. But one thing that the Muslims will say, you know how they always like to brag about the scientific miracles of the Quran, this, and that. But let me continue to play.
72 virgins. Now, they also say that you get, I believe it's, correct me if I'm wrong, Brother Rob, 50,000 male servants.
Yeah, and not only that, so there are two possibilities, Brother Jacob. Either those slave boys that have eyes like pearls, either those boys or the whole
say you receive when you go to paradise. 72 virgins. Now, they also,
go ahead.
Or not to be too graphic,
yeah,
this can be the answer to those little boy servants. They could be, homosexuality taking place. Because how else do a person get pregnant? But anyway, okay, as you see, everybody, I want to keep it on subject.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, just a second, Brother Jacob, when Muslims are going to say this is about,
I rewinded it back because I wanted to highlight this part that he's about to say so the Muslims cannot have any excuse about whether or not it's a man or a female that this hadith is referring to when it speaks about Muslims being pregnant as they desire in paradise. So what Rob Christian is about to do is explain to us the Arabic to let us know for certain that it's talking about a male.
The woman, no, you can't play those taqiyya games. This is about a man, the believer. Do you see it? It's about a man. Why? Because it's saying al-mu'min, the male believer. Because else it should have said al-mu'mina. No, it says al-mu'min, the male believer. So it's talking about a man, a Muslim man, when he wants to have a child in paradise, he is the one who's going to walk around with a big belly because he's a pregnant man, not a woman. Go ahead.
Right. Now, here's the problem, everybody. Now, what do Muslims say you receive when you go to paradise?
72 virgins. Now, they also say that you get, I believe it's, correct me if I'm wrong, Brother Rob, 50,000 male servants.
Yeah, and not only that, so there are two possibilities, Brother Jacob. Either those slave boys that have eyes like pearls, either those boys or the Huris have a penis that can make a man, a believing man in paradise, pregnant. So either the Huri, the big-breasted, swelling-breasted Huri, must have a penis and must have semen, or, as you said, the servant, the slave of the man who is carrying fruit, he will have 80,000 young boys who will serve a man. Either they are going to make that man pregnant or the Huri. Right?
Right. Now, let me ask you a question before I go further, Brother Rob. Do each individual, because this ties into what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Does each individual have 50,000 servants?
Yeah.
Now, what I'm asking him right now, and I don't mean to keep pausing the video, but I have to highlight these certain parts because that's the heading of the video. What I'm explaining right now is the funny math in Jannah. The mathematics is off scale. And I want you to listen up to the logic that I'm breaking down in this portion of the video.
Do they share the servants, or are the servants strictly belongs to each individual Muslim?
No,
or do they share
every male will get 80,000, at least 80,000 servants. They don't share. It's for you. Basically, you have a huge house, and you will be as big as Adam used to be, right? What was it again? 90 cubits tall, and the Huris were going to be huge, right? Imagine what kind of long male part you must have walking around. You are a giant in paradise, man. Imagine how big your belly is when you're going to walk around pregnant. You're going to be a giant in one of those Hollywood movies, guys. A huge giant in Jannah, yeah. 80,000 boys who won't bleed. Yeah, exactly.
I like your show. You got a lot of humor, and I like that. But yeah, it makes it interesting and fun.
Brother, Allah made me creative, brother. We blame Allah for it.
I like the show because it's not dry. I can't listen to dry shows. Like, I can't listen to that. But anyway, the pregnancy. Now, I want everybody to listen to this. I had to ask you that question about, does each Muslim get their own 80,000 servants? Because it's going to tie in with everything that I'm saying. Now, this creates a huge problem, because if a male can have a pregnancy, that means in paradise, they have virgins on standby.
Yeah.
And every time a child, so in paradise, in a Muslim paradise, they have virgins on standby that's not with the man at this moment. And they have 80,000 servants on standby.
Who won't bleed.
Yeah, who won't bleed. They on standby. Yeah. Because look at it like this. Okay, when Muslims go to paradise at Resurrection Day, they're going to be assigned the male servants and the 72 virgins. Mm-hmm. Okay, now, when someone has a child, they have to have their virgins too, because that's one of the awards for being in paradise. Yeah. So that means it creates a problem, because if everybody got their own set of boy servants and virgins, that means the children that are born in paradise, they have to get their 72 virgins. So the question to the Muslims is, where are the 72 virgins at for the children that are born in paradise? The male children. Exactly. Don't they gotta have their virgins and their servants? So that means in paradise, you're going to have virgins just standing, not married to anybody, waiting for a child to be born. But hold up. In the Muslim paradise, you can have anything that you desire. So what if a person desires to have 1,000,000 children?
Yeah.
That means there has to be, what's 72 times 1,000,000? Whatever that number is, and what's 80,000 times 1,000,000? However, whatever amount that equals, that means there has to be that amount of boy servants waiting around and virgins waiting around to be the concubines and the servants for each one of those children that are born.
Yeah. You remind me actually of a question that I asked before. I think it was in a time when I was just sitting on.
So let me explain to everybody what I was saying. Okay. The Muslims are promised 72 virgin wives at a minimum when they enter paradise. And each one of them are promised 80,000 boy servants. So what I'm saying is, what I was telling Rob Christian is, since the Muslim men can have babies in paradise, one of the awards for the Muslims is that they receive 80,000 boy servants and a minimum of 72 virgin wives. So what this means is the people who already enter paradise, they have their wives and their boy servants. But the children that are born inside of paradise, they have to have their boy servants and wives as well. So here's the kicker. The Muslims don't share their wives and their boy servants. So that means for every newborn child in paradise, there has to be 72 virgins on standby who will be waiting around for these newborns to be delivered, for these children, to be born and to grow up. Because they have to have their 72 virgins and their 80,000 boy servants. So that means, imagine in your mind, the Muslims who enter paradise after resurrection day, imagine in your mind, they have their 72 virgins, they have their set of 80,000 boy servants. Then imagine in your mind, a child is born. That child has to have some virgins and boy servants. So that means in order for this Jannah to make sense, there has to be some virgins just standing around who haven't been paired off with anybody. And there has to be some boy servants, 80,000 for each child that's born, just sitting and idly waiting for a child to be born, for all of this stuff to even make sense.
Paul talk in those times. I once asked a Muslim during a debate, imagine you're a Muslim and you are sitting in Jannah, in the brothel of Allah, the red light district of Allah, the pimp of Allah who can watch how Muslim men are deflowering huris and whatnot. Imagine if you want to wish, you have the desire to wish, as you see here, if you want to become pregnant as a man in Jannah, that's possible. You can become pregnant. But imagine if your desire is, your wish is to have sex with the Prophet of Islam himself, with Muhammad himself as a man. Is that possible? Now guess what his answer was, Brother Jacob. What do you think his answer was?
He probably said yes. I don't put it past him.
Of course. If that's your wish, Allah will grant your wish. You can have sex with Muhammad. You can have gay sex with Muhammad as a man, as a Muslim man in Jannah. That's possible, brother.
And Brother Rob.
Yeah.
Did everybody get that point? Because after that point, now I got to bust them. Now, what I just showed everybody is child marriage, because those children are going to be born and then they're getting married. I hope they got my point. Like, they're getting married as soon as they're born. they got to have their 72 virgins. That's child marriage in Jannah.
Yeah, exactly. Everything is possible there. What here is not possible, there is possible. That's what they want to tell you.
And now I'm about to get the hadith that I just read. I'm about to get that busted, and I'm gonna show the Muslims and everybody that's listening where Muhammad contradicted himself. If you can pull up this hadith, and it says,
okay.
if you type in at every womb, Allah.
Right now, I'm telling Brother Rob Christian to pull up another hadith that contradicts the one that you see on the screen right now.
Points. And I got Muslim cheerleader busted with this. And Brother Rob, I got something else for you when the time comes. You know, when he was talking about Jesus cursed the fig tree for no reason.
Yeah.
I got
that video. Yeah.
Yeah, I got something where Muhammad cursed the little orphan girl for no reason. Are you familiar with that hadith?
I don't know, but I put the hadith that you just mentioned at every womb, Allah appoints. It's on the screen.
Yeah, okay.
That one you're talking about, right? That one?
Is it narrated by Anas bin Malik?
Yeah, okay, that one. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I'm about to read it.
Yeah.
Now, narrated Anas bin Malik or Malik.
Malik,
The prophet said, at every womb, Allah appoints an angel who says, O Lord, a drop of semen. O Lord, a clot.
Nutfa, yeah. And alaqa, a blood clot. This is blood, dead blood. Yeah, continue.
Right. O Lord, a little lump of flesh. Yes. Then if Satan wishes, that's Allah.
Yeah.
its creation, the angel asks, O Lord, will it be a male or female? A wretched, here are the key words, everybody. a wretched or a blessed. Yeah. And how much will his provision be? And what will his age be? And that means like what will his age be when he dies?
Yeah.
So all of that is written while the child is still in the mother's womb.
Wow, mind blown.
Now we about to expose the contradictions. Now, notice that the hadith that I just read says that an angel is appointed to every womb. So that means in paradise, when they be getting pregnant, that means an angel has to be appointed to the womb of those males who are pregnant in paradise.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
That doesn't make sense because the questions that this angel is going to be asking Allah, how can it make sense? Because the angel asks, will the child be wretched or a blessed? But if the child is born in paradise, of course it's a blessed child. It can't be a wretched child. So that doesn't make sense. And then it says, the angel asks, and then it says the angel asks, and how much will his provision be? Meaning, how much money will he make in his lifetime? Yeah. That doesn't make sense because in paradise, you get an unlimited amount of desires fulfilled.
Yes.
So there is no limit on what the provision will be.
Yeah.
And then it says, and what will his age be? That means like what age or will he die? Or it can mean how many months the child will be carried. But here's the thing, in paradise, children don't die. So how can the angel be asking what will his age be when in paradise the children don't die? And the Muslims get out of it because it says at every womb Allah appoints an angel. Now I gotta ask Brother Rob a question. In paradise, will they be having semen inside of their bodies?
Well, yeah. How are you going to get pregnant then? How are you going to have an orgasm? And remember, an orgasm in Jannah will be at least 70 years, right? When you're going to climax, it's going to take you 70 years. So, are you saying that nothing comes out, or how is it? How is it then an orgasm, right? Yeah. So, and without semen, you cannot become pregnant as a man, right? So the huri will make you pregnant. So the big breast. Imagine the huris. Like I said, the huris must be transgenders if they can make you pregnant as a man, right? Exactly.
Right. And what about the part where it says, at every room, Allah appoints an angel?
Yeah.
I didn't think angels would still be doing work in paradise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. It's like,
Yeah.
and
Well, what do you get? What do you get from a 7th century fake prophet who is going to try to convince these savages, these Sa'alik? Remember, the Sahaba of Muhammad were Sa'alik, called Sa'alik outlaws. They were thugs. How are you going to convince them to join him in battle? Well, you're going to give them very beautiful things. If you join me and you die in battle, don't worry, brother. Allah purchased your.
And I would like to add something else. Where it says an angel will come and say, "Oh Lord, a drop of semen." That's homosexuality, because it's saying that a man got pregnant with another man's semen inside of him. Wow, man.
If your soul is purchased, don't worry. If you die, you go straight to Jannah, and you are going to enjoy all the pleasures of Allah, I mean Satan, in his brothel called Jannah. So how are you going to convince them? By telling them really beautiful stories. If you don't, brother, go blow yourself up, brother. Kill someone, brother. Don't worry, brother. You will enjoy the pleasures of paradise. So, Muhammad was telling them jokes.
And
they
Rob,
believed him, yeah.
we're missing the biggest part of the contradiction in the hadith. It says that, so all that is written while the child is still in the mother's womb, but we just confirmed that males will be pregnant. So how is all that going to be written while the child is still in the mother's womb when the other hadith says that males will be pregnant?
Yeah. It's messed up, bro. It's messed up. Yeah,
And it says at every womb. But then at the end of the hadith, it says, while the child is still in the mother's womb, but it says at every womb, which means all inclusive, men's wombs, female wombs. And this is my first time discovering that that men had wombs. So I guess that's a Quran miracle. Another reason why you should join Islam, because look, Muhammad was advanced. Look, he discovered that men had wombs. Wow, something we didn't know about.
Muslims, when they read this, they're going to tap dance like their shuyukh. You saw the video of the sheikh, the Arab sheikh. He didn't even dare to answer the question about Aisha. He didn't dare answer the question about a girl that is 5 or 8 years old. In the end, they will tap dance and they will come up with all kind of silly stuff. They will go to other hadiths to justify these silly teaching of Muhammad, the sunnah of Muhammad. A male can become pregnant, brother. Well, everything is possible in Islam, brother. Everything. This reminds me of that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, when Arnold Schwarzenegger became pregnant as a man. Remember that 90s movie? Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah. Something like that. Comedy. Hollywood. Looks like a Hollywood movie.
And Brother Rob just spotted something else too. Yeah. Read the part where it says in the hadith, then if Allah wishes to complete its creation. No. You can't say that, because where it says the hadith about the children being born by men in paradise, it says the believer, when he desires a child in paradise, it has nothing to do with Allah wishing for the creation, where it says, then if Allah wishes to complete its creation. No, he don't have to wish, because in paradise, everything has already been granted. Yeah. It's already been promised that they will get whatever they desire. So everything that I just showed everybody, this proves that Islam is crazy, ridiculous, and what I just said is irrefutable. I know the Muslims, You know, they're going to try to.
There are no limitations. Even if you wish in Jannah as a man, if you want to have gay sex with the Prophet of Islam, Muhammad, Allah has to grant that wish. Imagine, brother. You want to have sexy time with Muhammad? Everything is possible, brother. There are no limitations, brother. As long as you become a nice little jihadi and you die for the sake of Muhammad, and remember, even Allah prays on Muhammad and Allah submits to Muhammad. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Wa sallam. We need to bring this more often, guys. And that's what I really want to bring more often to the people who do not know Arabic. Surah Al-Ahzab. Muslims often, how many times do you hear Muslims say, Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam? What does that mean? It means Allah, pray on him and submit to him. How is that? Well, it's not only Allah. All the Muslims must submit to Muhammad. Who? All the Muslims must submit to Muhammad. Watch. Almost there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I have today. I know someone else.
All right, brother Jacob. No problem. Thank you for calling. Thank you for your input. Thank you. God bless you, brother Jacob. And admins, please provide brother Jacob's YouTube channel in the live chat. Please support this brother and subscribe to his YouTube channel. Thanks for calling, brother Jacob.
No problem. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Amen.
So that concludes my great conversation with brother Rob Christian. Couldn't even think of a word because it was, I guess I should say, a glorious conversation that we had. A very exposing of Islam conversation that we had. And as you see, all of those points we made, let's break it down. We confirmed that in Jannah, men will become pregnant. Transgender men who will be getting pregnant by, you can say, those boys' servants, because it says they're going to have semen inside of them when you read the other hadith that says at every womb. And what's listed in the hadith, as we showed. So this just get Islam busted. I mean, it's a crazy religion. We don't do these videos to mock Muslims. We do these videos to mock the religion of Islam. It's a very stupid, backwards, 7th century religion. It makes absolutely no sense. And if you are a Muslim and you are watching this video, you need to examine yourself. You need to examine what you have been taught to believe and be real with yourself. Be genuinely real and authentic with yourself. Be sahih with yourself and ask yourself, do I want to follow this? Do I want to follow a man who was having sex with little girls and married a 6-year-old girl? Do I want to follow a religion that says men will be getting pregnant in Jannah? Like, does any of this make sense? So Muslims, take time out and do some self-examining. Pray to God. Pray to the real God to show you the light. Because sometimes it takes God himself. Maybe this is the lamp needed to shine light upon you so God can open up your eyes. Because this religion is backwards. It makes no sense. And we got more videos in store. We got a lot of videos coming out for Muslim cheerleader. He ran from me, so he already knows this. You haven't heard anything yet. We got some powerful videos that we are about to release to totally destroy Muslim warrior, aka Muslim cheerleader. So stay tuned. Tell me what y'all think about the video in the comment section below. And like always, this is the False Prophet channel where we get Islam exposed and the false prophet of Islam, Muhammad, exposed and busted on a regular basis. And this is brother Jacob. Like, share, and subscribe, and comment below. Tell us what you think. And if you have anything you want to add or any suggestions for next video, just let me know in the comment section and I'll see what I can do. So until then, this is brother Jacob signing out.